Welcome back to the group chat. On today's episode, we discuss our dream cast for the new Harry Potter TV series.
Emma Watson is Miss McGonagall. You don't even get it if you don't get it.
Is Timothée Chalamet the new Mr. Tumnus? And I mean, it's Greta Gerwig. He's going to be in the movie at some point somewhere.
Agreed.
Also, where are all the pop boys at?
Like McFly, Busted.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course,
Justin.
the OG.
Where's Biebs? And Saroop reveals a huge secret.
I used to always spoil the endings of things.
Oh,
Me and my
no.
best friend used to.
Saroop.
So like when it came to Endgame, I remember
no, you didn't.
the day.
Also, we low-key reveal a huge spoiler for one of Netflix's biggest shows at the moment. And do you want to hear another spoiler?
Yeah.
Should we say?
And we're coming to you from our brand new set. Stay tuned, it's a good one. Hi guys, it's Sapna. And today I am joined by Saroop and Emily.
Hey guys.
In our brand new set.
It looks so good.
It
like,
looks so
you
good.
smashed
Really
it.
does.
It looks sick.
Do you like it?
I'm obsessed.
We keep saying to you, like, just wait, it's coming.
Yeah. The last time I was here, they were like, oh, next time you're here,
Yeah.
it will be that. And it happened.
They didn't lie.
We didn't lie.
First time.
In my head, it's magic. It's just,
love it.
It's just appeared, but it's not just appeared. It's been a labour of love and a huge shout out to Saskia on our team. She has
Saskia smashed
killed it. But also a big shout out to Tatiana Lida, who has created some bespoke
So good.
artwork for us. So this cowboy, if you guys are watching, which actually I should probably do a bit of housekeeping before I get into this, we come to you either in your ears or visually on YouTube.
True.
Which
Your ears or your eyes?
Your ears or your eyes. So
you take a pic.
you might be listening to this on Spotify and basically anywhere that you listen to your podcast, you can listen to us. Or you can go over to YouTube and you can watch us. You can have a look at our outfits. There's basically bonus content over on YouTube because we'll talk through our outfits. You can see our new set. So basically either way, we're coming to you at all angles.
Yeah.
At all times.
True.
We're here.
But yeah, coming back to the artwork. So Tatiana Lida created these. So it's the cowboy boots, the group chat, which is obviously the name of the podcast, and cherries. So if you're listening, maybe pop over there and have a little look, at least for the artwork, because it is banging.
Yeah.
And to see our new set. And actually, before we get into any chat, let's go through outfits, which again is some exclusive content for our viewers.
If we're coming through to you through your eyes.
Through your eyes. So Saroop, set us off. What are you wearing today?
So my shoes are from Topshop. I feel very serious business lady when I wear boots.
Yes.
And then my embellished jeans are from Align. My little underlayer is from Uniqlo. Such a good underlayer. Honestly, Uniqlo are always very good. And my jacket is also, I think it's Topshop, ASOS, still on there, very new.
Gorgeous. And we should say, actually, last night we had a really good live shopping event with ASOS, and both of us have actually stolen some product from the rail
But
to
it
wear
was so
today.
good. It was such good.
It was
like,
such a
product.
good edit product. I mean, they just do it best.
Yeah.
And these are both Topshop, aren't they?
I think so, yeah. Everything was autumn winter, and it was all just like 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Good leather jacket.
Was there lots of browns and burgundies?
Yes,
A lot
a
of
lot
brown and
browns,
burgundy.
a lot of burgundy.
So yeah, we've both stolen a
A
good
lot of
jacket.
party bits as well, actually. So it's a nice mix of everything. Yeah.
So excited for Christmas party too.
Talk us through this though. This is very cool.
Love this.
This jumper is from Thames.
I've never heard of that brand.
You've never heard of Thames?
No.
It's kind of like they take kind of schoolboy-esque vibes.
Cool.
And then make like cool knits and hats.
Obsessed.
And you've probably seen a lot of boys like wearing the hat, and it has like fur coming up on the side, and they have like a lot of badges.
Yeah.
And then I've got these Adidas track pants on,
I love the brown.
which is super fun. They're
brown's
quite
so good.
baggy and fun. And then I've got
Really
some
nice.
brown
Oh my God, the
Birkenstocks.
flexibility on this
flexible.
one. This outfit, so obviously, like I said, this jacket is from our ASOS live shopping, and it's such a good one. This colour is just, like, I'm obsessed with it. It's like a really
perfect.
good burgundy red
so
shade.
good.
I've actually got a pair of loafers recently, you know, those mango
Oh
ones.
my God, they're so nice.
Oh,
I
I'm
love
obsessed.
them.
But this is like a very similar colour. And then I've got my Align horseshoe jeans, like barrel leg, and then my ASOS loafers, which I've had, I want to say, for 3 years. They have
Love that.
served me so well, and they were genuinely like £25.
I love
And
the
I
metallic
love
green.
like loafers after they look a little bit worn.
Yeah.
Same.
Because
They
if
kind of
those were
look
bright
like,
silver,
Yeah.
it would glare.
Yeah.
But this is giving like loved.
they've been loved. and worn.
Yeah,
Love that.
and they look good.
But yeah, we were just saying earlier, like there is so much going on at the moment. It's that just that time of
busy
year when
bees.
it's so busy.
Yeah.
But like it's exciting busy.
Yeah,
like
it's fun.
I'm like tingling for Christmas. Like
my God.
but yeah, what are you guys excited for? Because I feel like obviously there's loads of work things going on. We had our Diwali dinner, which was
so nice.
so lovely.
The one thing I have to be doing is going to the hot chocolate shops in London.
Oh,
Because I last year just saw everyone doing it, and I was like, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
yeah.
No, I have to do it.
Yeah, I
because
agree.
there are some places it's like they all do different stuff. So like there's one in Soho that does like a really, really thick hot chocolate.
Oh my God, the one next to Amelie on Door.
Yeah.
I still need to go.
Wait, no,
Bear,
I don't
Bear
know this.
something. Bear.
Yeah,
Oh, Said Dal. I went there on
Oh.
my first date with Ryan, and it was called Said Dal, and it was like it was the thing where you could get like a chocolate cup,
Yeah.
and you could get hot chocolate in the chocolate
okay,
cup.
wow, that's wild.
It
Yeah.
was wild,
Okay, that's
but they've
incredible.
changed it. I think it's still chocolate. Probably the same chocolate, but they've
I
changed
walked
the
past
name.
the other day and everyone was drinking, and I thought,
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And what's going on there?
And obviously, Winter Wonderland. I need to go there.
Oh my God, see, I said this to my friends and it really split the group. I was
Really?
like,
It's quite a split,
love
yeah.
Winter Wonder. Because I think it's really wholesome, but I understand you either need to go with, like, you know, you're going to be like, no, I'm not going to spend anything.
Yeah.
Or you're going to be like, no, I'm
No.
happy to go into my
I go on
overdraft.
every ride. Last year, my Christmas present was Winter Wonderland for my boyfriend because
That's
I like
nice.
experiences.
That's a really big present. It's extortionate.
But
It
can I
is
say,
extortionate.
I like rides, things on tracks.
agreed.
Okay.
Thank you for the visual there. I didn't know what a ride was
Track.
until you.
No, but my boyfriend was confused. He bought me.
Like the twisty.
Yeah, so I like
Oh
roller
no, I
coasters.
kind of rate that one. It's like, woo,
I like roller
love things
coasters,
going
and
on.
he took me on rides.
Whoa,
And so
okay.
I arrived so excited. Like,
Yeah.
I'd been screaming all week because I love getting on something and chicka, 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 going down and woo!
Oh, okay.
Love that because I feel safe. I know that there is something
Okay, fine.
that this is holding on to. Whereas a ride, they're like,
Yeah, but didn't you love the adrenaline of being like, oh, will I come
No.
back down to earth? Will I not?
No.
I love the adrenaline.
so we had to swap tickets with people in the line. because
That's hilarious.
I was like, I'm not getting on that. That's a death trap.
That's iconic.
And I will be the person who gets on it for the first time
Fair enough.
and it flies off.
Every year I've gone, you know, and you see people carrying the huge teddies and like the
Oh, yes,
huge,
yes,
and I'm
yes.
always like, Jay, will you win me one? I can win it myself, but I just wanted to give him an ego boost. So I was like, go and win one for me. It's actually really hard.
Oh,
They're
it's so
so
hard.
strict. And then
Yeah. They make it
it's like
impossible.
£5, like every turn, like every 2 to 3 turns. So
Yeah.
you're dashing out fivers all over the joint. Last year, on our last chance, Jay actually won the big giraffe, which I rinsed on Instagram.
mean, that is a
Please see an image.
flex.
Yeah, the giraffe hoopy, because we won it on the hoop bomb, sits on my bed every day. So I was like, you know what? You've got a free pass for the next 3 years. You don't need to win anything. So I'm excited to
3
go.
years?
And it's huge.
But in 3 years, are you going to want another giraffe?
Well, probably.
Okay.
Probably like another big toy because
A
I'll be like,
brother
oh, that
for
was so
your
long ago. I want
giraffe.
another one. So I'm excited to go
Big
and
giraffe,
not go into my
leather jacket.
overdraft this shit. Like I'm
Love
gonna
that.
go and just enjoy the
For
vibes.
me, it's the food though. Like I can allow the rides, I can allow, but the food, I honestly like a crepe, a Dutch pancake. Then I need a hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Then I need
Oh,
another
yeah.
one. Then I need something
The
else.
hot
Then I
dogs
need
with
a
the
hot
onion
dog.
on top.
So good.
The
But
they're
fried
so
onion.
nice.
No, it's like fried onion. It's not like normal. I hate onions, but I love fried onions.
Oh, you can't do onions.
No,
Dietary
I agree.
requirement, no onions.
Dietary
I
requirement.
agree.
I
don't
will
love
pick
an
it out.
onion. I don't love an onion.
I do like an anyway. It's
Only in a
it's
curry.
really expensive.
It's extortionate. No, you're right. You're
Extortionate.
right. But then you're right. You do want everything. Like after my hot chocolate, I do want a bit of mulled cider.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I?
But pre-book your stuff. So if you pre-book
Yeah.
a hot, so I did. He did rides and a hot dog. The hot dog with a drink and chips was £6 pre-booking. When you
Okay.
went there, it was £13.
Yeah, it's actually that's a really good hack.
So I knew I was getting dinner when I was there as well.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
the
it's
other
quite
thing is, I feel
exciting.
like obviously Winter Wonderland is like a vibe, and like people do like going. But there are so many other Christmas markets. Like
Oh,
I
so many.
rate South Bank Christmas
Oh my
Market
God, yes, it's so
much.
wholesome,
It's
yes.
so wholesome. It's not as expensive.
No.
it's busy.
Oh my God, always. But
like,
that's every Christmas
it
market,
is, you
kind of
just
in the
can't-
UK now. Manchester's always really busy, but
Yeah.
like it's so wholesome. But do you do that thing where you go like up and down it a few times to make sure that you're getting like the best deal?
Yes,
Like the
yeah.
biggest hot chocolate or
Otherwise-
the lowest, you know?
Otherwise, you get like the first one, and you're like, oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you've got to have a full
Yeah.
scout.
Yeah, that's what you have to do for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
excited for that. Oh,
Yeah, me
so
too.
excited to get into
And
that
the
season.
fashion as well. But like, I feel like we've done this a lot, or we've done a few features on it on site, whatever. There's a huge conversation around like your high and your low buys. Do you know what this is all about?
Oh yeah.
So it's sort of like, what is that thing you'll always invest in
Yeah.
versus what is the thing that you can kind of get on a budget?
Yeah, for sure.
What are your things like that, guys?
I would invest in the outerwear, whether it's like maybe a leather jacket one year and then maybe like a shearling next year. I won't buy the exact same style every year, but some form of a good coat. Like this year, I haven't committed yet, but I think a scarf coat. I think I'm going to do it.
Well, they've been around for at least 3. They've
Yeah.
not gone. I don't think they're going.
Exactly. So that's what I mean. I was testing the waters. I was like, is it going to stay? And I'm like, I love
Yeah.
them. So I'm going to do that. My low would probably be denim because this year I've come into my own for denim. Like I'm like, love a horseshoe like yours,
Yeah.
love and embellish. A lot of different styles, but they're not all that expensive. Like H&M has some great denim. You just have to get in fast because
Yeah,
it goes
yeah.
quickly. But yeah,
Or vintage everything.
Yeah.
vintage.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Mine is knitwear.
Yes.
That's my high. Mm-hmm. I will happily buy Thames knitwear because like they feel it.
Good quality.
Just
When it's
it's
good,
all very soft.
it is very nice.
just I just go like this and I'm getting a hug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And
knitwear's
my
good.
low is belts. I thrift all my belts.
Yes, good
That's such a
shout.
good one.
I just think belts are easy.
good.
Like every time there's like a new style in, it's like, you know, I was talking to my friend the other day and she was saying, oh, I don't really want to buy anything burgundy because it might go out next year. Then buy a burgundy belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when are you
Easy
not going to
accessory.
find a burgundy
Also,
belt?
I
cute?
refuse. A burgundy will never go out of style.
No.
I
She's
agree.
always been
She's
trendy.
always
She's
been
just
trendy.
having extra hype
every
this year.
cold season.
Yeah. Always.
absolutely.
It's just we confuse like going out with seasons changing. Like, of course, I'm not going to wear my burgundy leather jacket in the heights of summer.
Oh, of course,
absolutely.
yeah.
But the minute the cold comes back, I'll wear it.
But also, when you're on about accessories, TK Maxx, so
my
good
gosh,
for budget-friendly accessories. Gloves, mittens, like
Sunglasses.
always get
I got all
sunglasses.
my pants there.
So, oh yeah,
Trainers.
Just have to tell you that.
Do you remember when like the
Pajamas.
Sambas were sold out everywhere?
Yeah.
TK
They
Maxx.
were
yes,
TK
the
Maxx.
best. You just
Yeah.
have to like go to one that's not in a big city.
Yeah.
And go at a good time. That's all I've got to say. But yeah, TK
and that's good for presents as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, when you've got to get your co-worker something and you're like, I literally
Secret
don't know
Santa.
Sharon at all. Get her a candle and some little hand creams.
Yeah.
And maybe
you
even
go.
just like a scarf from TK Maxx
That's
and you'll be under
lovely.
budget.
Yeah.
God,
And
love
you'll
you,
save some
Sharon,
money.
Sharon will love you for it.
Sharon, this is for you.
This one's
Shout out
for
Sharon.
you.
And she's going to love it.
What's your high and low?
I would say it sounds almost like counterintuitive, but designer, I always get secondhand and vintage.
Yeah,
and you
yes.
save so much money. I've been doing this for like 5 years. Like, not because maybe back then it wasn't because it's cooler to get vintage. It's cooler to
Yeah.
get. It was because I cannot afford. Like,
Yeah.
I still can't afford. So get it pre-loved.
Why not?
You can save so much money doing
Agreed.
it. So I think, yeah, if I want something that's designer or with the Vestiaire, exactly. Vestiaire
You're a
Depop,
bit of a
eBay.
pro. You're good at
eBay's
stuff.
amazing.
Yeah, and eBay as well. I've like really.
gosh.
It took me a while, but I've really cracked eBay now.
And Vinted now do verified.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you can
You're
make
not
sure
buying
it's-
all
yeah.
these fake things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also feel like we were talking about like trends going in and out, and like maybe you invest in something and then it's not, sell it.
Yeah.
I don't want to wear it anymore. If you're not going to sell it,
So
Get it on
and also,
Vinted.
sorry, but it racks up so quickly
Yeah.
on Vinted. When you sell a
Oh,
few
yeah.
bits, you've like hit 100 and you're like, oh, that
I
was
do
a few
feel
£20
like a
things.
boss lady. I'm like, wow.
I feel like the different platforms are really good for different things. So like Vinted is good for high street stuff that is either
Yeah.
out of stock or you want to get like
True.
that you just can't find anymore.
Yeah.
Depop is really good for like brands that are like slightly
Yeah.
edgier or like
Yeah, bit of
streetwear,
streetwear,
bit
yeah.
of Ganni, bit of like
You
a
dress like a
Burberry trench
fairy.
coat, like a Supreme something or other.
Yeah.
Vestiaire is better and eBay as well is better for designer. So I think
Yeah.
you just need to know what you're looking for.
Or eBay's that place where you go for the most random thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this doesn't exist anymore in the world. It will be on eBay.
Oh, yes.
100%.
So, honestly, Sharon will be selling it.
Sharon will.
Sharon will be selling
Sharon's
it.
just
Agreed.
popping off.
Sharon's-
She's what everybody needs.
My lowest shoes, I would say, other than
Really?
trainers,
Yeah.
because I will sometimes invest in
I
pair of
agree,
trainers.
yeah.
But like loafers.
Oh, yeah. My
ballet
loafers are £5
flats.
Yeah, I got my Borg mules, Birkenstocks, TK Maxx.
So good.
They're just like, they have like those one-off bit. They might be old season, but as long as you like them, you're going to rock them.
Yeah.
God, you're right.
Well, let's move on to the hot list. And actually, before we do, just a reminder that wherever you get your podcast, wherever you listen to them, make sure you subscribe. It really helps us out.
Yeah.
Because we want to be coming to you from your ears all over the place.
Yeah.
So make sure you subscribe and like and share. But yeah, let's move on to the hot list. We were just talking about this off camera, but we're going to bring it on camera. Where are the pop boys? And I won't say that this came to me just in a dream. Like I did see a TikTok this morning that made me think
was
about
just
this.
worried.
Where are
Just
they
in
all
my
gone?
dreams, I've been thinking about the pop boys. But no, we keep speaking about the pop girlies. Obviously,
yeah.
Sabrina, Chapel, like, they're all killing it at the moment. Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Where are the boys? Like we've got obviously Troye Sivan, but he's like I
Yeah.
don't know if I would say he's pop. Like he's got a bit of other stuff going
Mix
on
of it.
there. And then there's obviously Shawn Mendes, but I feel like he goes quite like almost.
He has his moments.
He's
sort
got
of
his
thing,
moments,
doesn't
and
he?
there's all these like folk guys, like these like
Oh, they love
Noah
their
Khan,
folk.
like
Yeah,
all these
very
folk.
cool. But
And
yeah.
they
Where
love
are
their
the pop
country.
boys?
But do you not think growing up we had loads of pop
Yes.
boys? We had like
Baby,
McFly,
baby,
Busted.
baby.
Yeah. Oh
We
yeah.
had
Of course,
Justin-
the OG.
Where's Biebs?
Biebs is
a
being a
dad.
dad.
Biebs is being a
No,
dad,
but we
babe.
need like a new Biebs.
Agreed.
He's a
But
stay-at-home dad.
I feel like Emily knows where they all are.
They're in Korea, guys.
And you're
That's
right.
They do
True.
like TV shows like finding the next pop boy band. And like if you need like everything you want is in Korea.
Yeah,
at the end of the
agreed,
day.
agreed. Skincare. It's
Skincare,
all in Korea,
yeah.
guys.
The pop boys,
Honestly, they're all in Korea.
food,
Yeah, I love that.
like anything you want.
Maybe the pop girls, they're having
It's
the
their
moment. They're doing
time.
it on their ones and they're happy doing it.
Absolutely. I am not
killing
mad
it.
at it at all. But
No.
I'm kind of I'm missing my fix of like 1D.
Yeah.
I'm missing my boy bands.
yeah, I
like
agree.
there's something I'm just missing.
Something
Like
that we're
I need a
missing.
bit of Justin Bieber. Also, did you guys see he went on stage with Don Toliver recently
No.
to do his song that he has? Guys,
Oh, I know the song. I didn't know he came out with Don Toliver.
Yeah, but he like didn't do any like he was there and he
Sing
was just
the
like
song?
no,
Okay.
you'll know it. Hang on. I got to get to the right bit.
Oh yeah,
Wait, no, where's this bit? You know the bit.
so he came on to Vibe.
But yeah, so he went on to do this, and then he like didn't sing. Like the track
just
was
stood
just
there.
playing, and he was just there like this.
Oh,
That
he was
is
just
so
there for
him.
moral support. I love that.
Yeah,
he
he
didn't want to take the
loves-
limelight
which
too
is fine.
much.
Doesn't he?
He loves the bop.
He loves to just be like,
Do you not think he's actually secretly a bit shy?
oh yeah,
Beebs.
Yeah.
100. He's probably.
I
Like,
mean,
yeah.
he's probably
really
traumatized, isn't
yeah,
he?
probably. But like the social anxiety is real.
Oh,
he's a Gen Z through
absolutely.
and through.
Yeah,
he is,
yeah.
honestly.
And I feel like he really likes Hailey to be in the spotlight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He likes her to have her moment.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, after
Like-
the whole thing where she had to literally come and be like, he's not a bad boyfriend because people making
Oh
edits.
my god, I know. People
Can
go
I be honest though?
crazy.
As a girl who will have her boyfriend come on her TikToks, why do boys just not smile? It's
I agree.
It's
Act like it's such a
every
chore.
man ever. And Jack, my boyfriend, will literally be like, I love being in them. Like, oh my gosh, that was so fun doing that with you. And I'm like, well, your face didn't say
Oh,
that.
okay, no, Jay's brutally honest. He's like, do I need to do it again? I'm like, yes, sir, you must try it again. I'm like, try harder. Come on, give us a smile.
But that's still Justin's being. He's just being a boy.
he is just being a boy.
yeah, he is. I agree, actually, you're right. Yeah, he's
Like,
being a
just
boy.
because he did something at 14 doesn't mean he wants to do it as a grown man.
I mean,
I
Beebs,
do
here's your
think
lawyer,
it's in
hun.
him.
There you go.
I
Lawyer's
wanted to
sat
be a
right here.
farmer when I was that age. And now I post outfit videos.
Yeah, but
Very
I mean,
different
times
feelings.
change.
dreams change.
Let him be a dad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
at the moment, to be fair, that's so true. Like he's just had a kid. Like he probably just wants to bask in that and like
Yeah, fair.
enjoy it, but come back.
Thought of something that I have coming up.
Yes.
So aside from I feel like lots of dinners going on, which is very exciting. In 2 weeks' time, I'm going to the Warner Brothers Harry Potter Studios. Now, the best. The only way I can express to you how young I was when I first went, I went in Uggs. It was cool back
But
then.
Uggs are cool now.
No. This was when Uggs weren't
Oh,
cool
okay.
enough. They weren't little Uggs. They were the tall Uggs.
right.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's how young I
Fine,
was.
fine.
You should bring them
And
back.
I'm so excited to go back. I honestly live and breathe Harry Potter, even still.
Yeah.
Oh, same. Well, this is a great time to segue into the fact that obviously the TV show's coming. We've spoken about that before, but we thought it'd be interesting to what?
TV show.
What?
We have a
Yeah.
TV show of Harry Potter's coming.
Yeah,
That's why we're talking about the cast.
Oh my god, guys!
We're
I
not
just
just
missed
making
this.
it up.
No,
Wait,
stop! I
okay,
fully
wait.
missed this.
Yeah, so there's a
Yeah.
HBO is creating a Harry Potter TV show.
HBO.
But that's like Game of Thrones. That's like
I
they've
know,
got, they've
but I
got the
don't like that it's
capabilities.
American. HBO is
Yeah, that's
American.
true. But they won't.
Oh my god, guys! I don't know how this passed me by. That's
I don't know how to
wild.
either.
I
I mean,
didn't know
Well,
this.
perhaps other people don't know. So if you don't know, it's coming as a TV show HBO.
Oh my God,
and
that's
we've
exciting.
we've vaguely talked about it before, but we thought we'd bring it back up because I think people are talking about it a lot more in the castings. So we thought we'd give a bit
I
of
thought
like
you brought it up
our
just because of the
casting.
festive season, and it's like a little festive rewatch. Oh wow, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah,
But
the cast
exciting.
as people no one will know is what it's looking like. It's going to be like
Well, I think the main three, Harry, Ron, and Hermione, are going to be completely new.
That's what it's-
like
okay.
kids.
I've
But
seen
I
the
think the
pictures of who they
rest
think
of
it
the
is.
cast, they could go bigger. Like I've heard,
HBO.
like Andrew Garfield could be maybe Lupin.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
I
gosh,
see that?
I see that.
him.
That's a big weight
That's
to recreate that. That's a lot.
But that is so him. And I've also heard maybe Cillian Murphy as Voldemort.
Oh, really? I kind of... Yeah, no, I do see him as Voldemort. But then I was
Okay.
thinking he kind of make a really cool Snape. He
Yes,
would put like a
either
modern
or.
twist on Snape.
Or Benedict Cumberbatch. As
picture of
Voldemort.
Are these your guesses or
These
you?
are my guesses, but I've also seen them on TikTok. These are like fan guesses.
Oh, see, the people I've thought of are not what people would
Okay,
think.
are we
Wait,
doing
no,
our
I
dream
want
cast?
I want to hear your dream cast.
Because
Tell
I
me.
wrote it down.
Okay.
Prepared. Bella Ramsey as Hermione.
Okay,
Love that.
See that.
Caleb McLaughlin as Ron. Yes, he'd have to be ginger,
Yeah.
but that's okay because he's in.
That's okay.
That's
It's okay. He can be ginger. But in Stranger Things, I just think his character
Is
kind
very
of could
Ron.
be Ron.
Yeah, look,
agree.
FX makeup, easy.
Yeah,
to make him
But
easy.
sorry, I have to say they're too old.
I know.
Yeah, they
but
need
I
to be fresh on the scene, don't they?
see. I know that, but I don't like when children are playing children.
I saw the open casting call and I was like, I'm 20 years too old for this, but God,
Yeah,
I would.
Really? Oh my
But
God,
I've got
I'd
a friend,
love
Maddie,
that.
and she literally could play. I'm sorry, Maddie. She could play a 13-year-old, like without makeup.
Like you're saying,
But yeah, keep going. What are your other
Yeah.
ones?
Okay, Eddie Murphy as Dumbledore. If you don't get it, you
Oh
just
my
don't
God.
understand.
I like that.
I see that.
Can he
Because
do a
it's
British
quirky,
accent though?
and Dumbledore's
also,
a bit quirky.
I think whoever plays Dumbledore, either there needs to be much younger or much older. Eddie Murphy's like in the middle.
Yes, he's got such like noticeable
American twang.
Yeah, but also
he's
just
so-
Eddie
Yeah.
Murphy. His voice is like you
yeah.
know him for his voice.
But I just think Dumbledore is a bit quirks, and
No, I
so
feel that.
Eddie Murphy
Is
is
he got a
quirks.
Scottish accent, Dumbledore?
Yeah. But
Yes,
isn't that because
I-
the guy's Scottish? And
Harry.
technically,
No, he's Irish. He's not
Harry.
Scottish.
It's
McGonagall
filmed in
is
Scotland.
Scottish.
You're right.
Part of it is filmed in Edinburgh.
And
part of
Oxford.
it is also filmed in Newcastle.
And
a lot of
Wiltshire.
it is the show set, guys.
Emma Watson is Miss McGonagall. You don't even get it if you don't get it.
I mean, fair.
She is Miss McGonagall in real life.
Yeah.
She's educated, she's smart, and she's a bit
Yeah, but I
stern.
think
they
it needs
wouldn't.
refresh.
They
Yeah.
couldn't.
No, but
But
I
I
just
get
want
it,
to bring some.
Dreamcast,
I just
yeah.
want to bring one of them back.
rate it.
This is Dreamcast. It's
Let
not
me see.
realistic. It's,
And my
you know.
my last Dreamcast is this is so specific, but Viola Davis as the plant teacher.
Love that.
Yes, I see that so much.
I see that. I agree.
She just is. Can't even remember the plant teacher's name, but I
no,
just
Professor Sprout.
Professor Sprout.
but do you know what?
Miriam
I-
Margolyes, yeah.
Yeah, but you know I have a problem with her because recently she came out and said that all of us who are still obsessed with Harry Potter that we should get over it. You can watch a clip.
Viola
No,
Davis
but
said
she
that.
always...
No, the lady who actually plays
Miriam
Professor
Margolyes.
Sprout. Yeah, Miriam, yeah. And I was like, no, I get it because I probably should be over it. But it was just too iconic. But also, same line as that. You know who I had as that? Octavia Spencer.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I know.
Yes.
I like that you see the
I
vision.
like
She'd
that.
be so good. Like she would have like no fucks to give about it. She'd be
Yeah.
like, take it out of the pot, and that's
Yeah.
it. Like you can't complain.
I
Or
love
she
that.
could also be the hypnosis woman with the ball, and she's like
Professor Trelawney.
because she's good
Trelawney,
at
yeah.
she's good at the whole like I'm out of it.
Yeah,
I
agreed.
could see Nicole Kidman as her.
Oh yeah.
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 I also think as like a comical spin on maybe not McGonagall, but somebody like maybe not as important as her, Tiffany Haddish.
Who do we think for like Hagrid? I feel like that is maybe one of the hardest to
That-
cast.
Someone like I'm trying to think of someone who's like big and fuzzy. I can't think of
Travis Kelce.
Yeah,
Travis, this is your time.
I'm trying to think who's
yeah.
like big and like who's
Yeah.
Like
Or like,
Jack Black, but he's
Yes, that's
Yeah.
a good
Wait,
show.
Emily, that is such a
Stop it,
shout.
warm and fuzzy.
Because
That is
he's
Jack Black,
funny.
you're so right. Yeah, and if they do the same thing that they did to Hagrid,
and he's good at the
special effects and
nervous
things.
sadness stuff.
That's
Love
actually a
that.
really
That's
good
a great
shout. Well
shout,
done.
I think.
On a similar vein, it's also come out that this is not that recent, but Greta Gerwig is going to be the director for the new Narnia film.
Oh my god, I didn't know that it was her that's going
Yes.
to direct. Oh god, it's
which
going
is
to be iconic.
just
It's
feels
gonna be
right.
so
Oh, absolutely. Okay, Dreamcast. Again, I want to bring I think trying to redo it the exact same way is boring. Comedic element as the ice queen? Ice queen.
White Witch.
White Witch.
White Witch.
White queen or ice queen?
The
White
White Queen.
Melissa McCarthy.
Yes, I can
Oh my
see
gosh,
Like
yeah.
she'd be hilarious.
She would be
like,
funny.
She can do all the serious stuff.
I don't
and
know
she
if I
can
could
just
have a
make it
funny White
hilarious.
Witch.
Oh,
I mean, it
I
doesn't
think I can.
feel...
She kills people and poisons people and makes
Yeah.
people
Yeah, but
stone.
Melissa McCarthy can do that too.
Oh, actually, she's been
She
evil.
can. Yeah, she has been.
Yeah. So she could totally do it.
I think Timothy Chalamet as
Oh, yeah,
what's his name,
cute.
Tumnus.
Mr.
Yeah.
Thomas.
And I mean, it's Greta Gerwig. He's going to be in the movie at
Somewhere,
some
yeah.
point,
Yeah.
somewhere.
Agreed.
And so is Saoirse Ronan, I'm sure.
And then the sister who's not the young sister, not Lucy.
Susan.
Simone Ashley. Just because
I like that.
I feel like Susan was very mature, very
But
like...
then they've all got to be South
I said
Asian,
Sadie
which I
Sink.
would be so happy with.
What's wrong?
But like,
Yeah.
they're
She can be adopted. No. Well, because when they... Oh, no,
I'm
they
kind
were
of giving
all,
this
They
thing.
were all siblings, but evacuees, weren't they?
Yeah,
Yes,
so they actually
were
do
siblings. But I'm
have
not
to
mad at
be-
that. Whole South Asian Narnia
Yeah, let's
cast.
do that.
The
Let's have it all
Pevensies.
up.
Well, I said Sadie
Deepika
Singh.
Padukone is the...
Yeah.
Listen, guys, I'm kind of here for it.
Okay.
I said for the White Witch, I said Cynthia Erivo.
Yes,
Okay,
I like
from-
that.
yeah.
Because she's a witch
Yeah.
now.
Who's
And
Charlotte
so
down?
she has to be a witch always now.
Yep,
Oh
love
yeah,
that.
and
I'm
she's
just
incredible.
seeing it.
They're
And
going to
her
have to add
eyes.
some kind of musical element just so she can sing.
Yeah.
I
Who's in
thought
yours?
for Aslan, as in the lion, Idris Elba, like that
Oh,
voice.
so
Okay,
good.
that's good because
So
I said Morgan
good.
Freeman because
Yeah,
he's God.
similar vibe.
Similar, like really
It's just a
strong
voice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah,
that.
no, either of those I'd be
Morgan
happy
Freeman
with
I
because
love.
they have God voices and Aslan is obviously God. So
Morgan Freeman is God, isn't
Well,
he? So yeah.
yeah.
HBO, Greta Gerwig, if you're casting and need some help,
Yeah.
I think we've got some
We've got you
people here
covered,
that can
hun.
help you.
Yeah.
But sorry, I also have one more, which brings us on to our next thing that we've been obsessing over. As Mr. Tumnus, Steve Martin, my number one favourite actor in the world.
I
I
just
will
look up
rave
Steve
to him
Martin?
to the hills.
I'm really bad with names.
Steve Tube by the dozen.
Pink Panther, Father of the Bride, everything. He's just, oh my God. And he's like an icon in terms of
seeing
like
Steve McQueen.
cinematic history.
Steve McQueen.
He would be so good. He's still really friendly,
who?
but he's got the quirk. As Mr. Tumnus. Martin Short.
Martin
He
Short.
could also do it because Only Murders in the Building is honestly,
good.
in terms of like cinema, iconic.
I do really
the
love
cast. Oh, it's so good. Have
I
you
feel like
watched
it's hard
it?
to
Yeah.
talk about without like spoiling it for people.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the
Selena
new season is
Gomez.
really good. Have I caught up?
I finished it all.
You finished it? I think
Finished
I
the
have as
finale.
well.
And I don't know if they've said it's going to get renewed, but they've finished it as
definitely
though
gonna
another
get
season is going to
renewed.
come out.
Yeah.
I hope it
I'm
is.
sorry. When do you draw the line and move out of the building?
Yeah, I was
Right?
thinking you don't want it to go on too long.
But
I
I'm
was
like,
thinking that.
Selena, you need to leave that building. Like, they
I-
keep
no,
murdering.
I feel it.
But she's living there like rent free now.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I'm
And,
really
like,
confused.
I wouldn't leave if I were.
Love her. Don't know, in this final season, did she bring as much as she did in the
No.
last year?
I think she was a bit flat this season, but
Agreed.
she had Wizards of Waverly Place going on in the
That's
background.
so
I was like,
true.
she has wizards? I was
got
like, no, you're
wizards,
right.
yeah.
She could also be in Harry Potter.
She
Yeah,
could
she
do.
could.
Shawn Mendes can be Mr. Tumnus. He has the body to be one of the little falls.
I am actually seeing
so
this.
true.
Like the hair.
Yeah, I love that.
I
His
actually
hair.
do see
He's
it.
got the ears.
He is.
He's got the face. He is.
Agreed.
I
Like a
kind of
fawn.
love that.
Can we have Camila Cabello as Susan?
Yeah.
And Nick and all behind.
Then there's a whole love story between Mr. Tumnus
God.
and...
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's a law.
There was
But
a lot
that's,
going on.
Law.
A good segue onto another thing we're going to talk about, and it's he obviously during one of his concerts he didn't come out, I won't say that, but he sort of touched on his sexuality, and I think it's
Yes.
really interesting because I don't know why, like anyone in the public eye, I think there's such a thing of like, but what are you? Are
Yeah,
you gay?
and it's
Are
like
you
yeah.
straight?
like
Are
a
you like
title.
why do we think we
Need labels.
need to label
Yeah.
people, but also have that like I don't know, like should be able to know what people are?
Yeah, no, we
like
don't
what do we
need to.
think?
We don't
You're a
always need to
singer.
know.
You're not a reality star.
Exactly.
Like
and I think
Kim
that's kind of what
Kardashian
we're
saying it. I get it. Like if she was like, guys, I need to talk about this on my reality TV show. You're a singer. Like your job is to sing songs.
Yeah.
But I don't think he needs to announce anything.
No.
Yeah, also let people experiment. Like, he's a normal human being.
100%.
He might not work it out. Like, he doesn't need to.
And
Like,
I
it's
think
fine.
Yeah.
that's the sad part. Is I feel like he said something because it's been this constant thing for the past
Yeah.
like 5
It
years.
is
People are like,
uncomfortable.
sorry, what are you
Isolation.
gay? Like
Seeing
it's
his comments
literally-
under his TikToks are really, it's an uncomfortable
Yeah.
experience because you just like read. And it
It
was
I
really
think
like,
on social media, people think that they have like a right to know. Like if you
yeah.
invite people to see like one element of your life, I think people think that that's okay. That means that we have to see everything. Like
Yeah.
no, it's the creator that lets you into their life, so it's up to them to let you
Yeah.
see a certain amount. So
Yeah.
if they don't let you see it, deal with it. Like
Yeah.
you got to go and find your fix somewhere else. That's
I
what
feel
you
like
do.
this also really reminds me of the situation with Kit Connor, who's obviously on Heartstopper.
Yeah.
He plays Nick, and I feel like it's been really similar. Like his character is bi, and in like real life, people are like, "So what are you then?" And like, it's not that I get it. I understand people's curiosity, but I
yeah.
don't think you're then owed an answer. For
And
that.
I don't think it's like, it's something that you can talk about with your friends, whatever.
Yeah.
You don't need to write it into socials and be like, you need to tell us, are you this? Like,
Yeah.
express it in your head and that's enough. You don't need to take
Absolutely.
everything onto socials, I just think.
Especially these quite young actors, they themselves might quite like
Yeah,
be figuring
so
it
true,
out. So,
so
like,
true.
why
Oh
are
my
you,
gosh.
like pushing? But that also brings me on to just like my current obsession with Kit Connor. Like, I am just so I watched Heartstopper in like a whole weekend, all three
Whoa.
seasons. I
need to watch
binged
it.
it.
Okay.
It's just one of those shows. So
Gasp
for
for
those who
breath.
Yeah,
don't
can you
know,
give us a rundown? Because I actually
Yeah.
don't know.
so for those who don't know, it's about these two boys who essentially fall in love at like high school age,
yeah.
and it's sort of just about like being queer in school. I kept watching it thinking, oh, something horrible's going to happen, something horrible's going to happen, they're going to break up, something bad's going to... And it's just a show that is just quite light. Like, it is just a nice, happy show. There are obviously topics.
Which is nice,
There are
yeah.
topics that are deeper, there are topics
Yeah.
that are darker. They do, like, touch on it, but in quite, like, a Heartstopper way, I'd
That's
say.
nice,
Like, it's...
yeah.
They go about it in this really optimistic way of life. And I think that especially for queer relationships, it's often portrayed as like really negative and like really hard. And I
Yeah.
think that's important because obviously queer people do go through a lot coming out,
Yeah.
figuring out their sexuality, being in
But
relationships, being
like you say,
judged.
but you're allowed a normal throwaway relationship like we all do at high school. Like that's so normal.
And it's such like a pure, lovely relationship. And I love both of them. I love Joe Locke as well. But yeah, I've just got this like obsession with Kit Connor at the moment. Maybe it's also because he's on Broadway in Romeo and Juliet. And he's just
I didn't know that.
oh my god,
Theatre boy.
Oh,
He's
we love
just
a theatre boy, don't
yeah,
we?
and he's just
Tom
have you-
Holland's a theatre boy.
Yeah, and he also did
So
Romeo
is
and
Timothy
Juliet.
Chalamet.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, he really did, huh?
Timothy Chalamet's a theatre
Yeah,
boy.
he looks
Yeah.
like, you can tell he's a
Yeah,
theatre
yeah,
kid. Like
you
when he
can
did Willy
tell.
Wonka, I was like, yep, theatre kid.
It's like
Love
Ariana
that.
Grande theatre.
Yeah.
kid. She was on
But have you
13.
guys not seen the like viral video of him in Romeo and Juliet? There's like a scene, so you know, like everyone knows Juliet's balcony scene.
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
where
Oh,
she's
yeah.
like in the. This is like a modern Romeo and
Yeah,
Juliet.
yeah.
But there's like a
Yeah.
scene where he like runs back on stage and he like holds the thing. He does like a pull up and then kisses her, and it's gone.
Everyone's
like,
just like, whoo.
all people are going feral.
Oh my God.
You guys need to.
Oh my
Honestly.
Okay, well, let's move on to things we're loving. We've kind of spoken about TV a little bit. Obviously, Mella's in the building.
Yeah.
Heartstopper. Is anyone watching anything else? Have you guys seen Sweet Bobby?
Oh my
No.
God, right. Okay, so, you know, so Sweet Bobby started off as a podcast, right?
Yeah.
And I know, like, really bad of me, I didn't, like, listen or watch. I know, awful. But only because my brother and my boyfriend both did it separately. And I was like, you've both basically told me what happens. And I think it will frustrate me.
Yeah.
Listen to all the interviews. Like, it was big in the Asian community, obviously. She's an Indian lady. It's
What does she
huge.
talk about?
So, ultimately... You wanna go?
What? Yeah. So basically, this story is about. Did you ever watch that Tinder swindler thing? Ages ago?
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
like
It's
that.
a really similar. So it's a similar kind of vibe on Netflix. It's like a catfishing story essentially, with this woman who's South Asian woman, and
However, it spans 10 years. Which is,
Yeah.
as much as everybody's like, you know, you've got to listen to it and the way that she's brainwashed, appreciate it. 10 years, hun.
it's
10
wild.
years is wild to not see
Yeah.
somebody that you're speaking to every day.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's
So basically, she meets this guy. This is all like Facebook time. So she
Yeah.
becomes friends with him on Facebook. She essentially has these mutual connections. So she has a bit more of like it's not a catfish situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you must
And then over the span of this 10 years time, they go from obviously being friends for at least 5 of them. And then they
Yeah.
become like in a relationship
And they're like dependent
on each other.
yeah.
And he is like really quite toxic. But there are all these other side characters, a lot of side characters,
it's wild.
which basically, spoiler, if you don't want to know what happens, skip forward like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But spoiler, every single side character is this one person.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Him
Oh my gosh. Oh my
and
gosh.
all it's like, and do you want to hear another spoiler?
Yeah.
Should we say?
Yeah. The person who's catfishing her is her cousin.
Female
Female cousin,
cousin. Honestly, when the funniest thing that I love, obviously, when it became a Netflix thing, I was like, when this gets on TikTok, people found her. People found the
Did they
real
actually?
Simran.
Of
Yeah,
course they
they've got
did.
pictures of the real Simran. I was like, you know,
But
this
no,
is
it's so
coming, but
funny seeing like
So is
every.
Simran the real girl or
Yeah.
the
Simran is the
cousin?
real
girl.
the cousin, sorry, is in Simran is the cousin who did.
Simran.
And I just think over 10 years, it's like, don't get me wrong, I feel really bad for her and she is 100% a victim, but 10 years.
I know.
10 years is a long, long time to
do
not
feel-
think.
How did it start? Was it a joke? Was it fun?
No, it was just like,
So Simran's a little bit of a psycho.
So basically,
gotta be
Simran dated this boy,
Yeah.
and he had a brother.
Yeah.
The brother is who she was pretending to be,
yeah.
that's dating her cousin, basically.
Oh my gosh.
And so this is the thing of like, I do feel really bad for her because it was somewhat believable for quite a while.
Yeah.
It then went through all these really weird stages
Yeah.
of like witness protection and like he's on his deathbed and it was like,
as well. He got shot at one point.
yeah, they were getting
Everyone was like, who is he
married.
involved
Simran, you
with?
have a wild imagination.
They were getting married, and like I'm like, you've still not met him, and this whole family. I could really not imagine like
It's
this
so
Indian family
dark and
going through
twisted,
this and being
though.
like, oh yeah, you can get married to this man who you've never met in your life.
But like, how dark and twisted when you've been going through this to find out that it's your
Your
That is
cousin.
and
I'd need
in the
therapy
Indian
for that.
community,
You can't
you're
come back
like
from
siblings,
that.
right? When you're cousins,
Yeah.
so like. I think
It
they were
divides
quite
the
close,
family as
and it's
well.
like, but that is like toxic on a level that's like despicable to do that to
Imagine
a
sitting down
You've
with your
ruined
cousin being
somebody's
like,
life.
I like this boy, and she's like, it's
Well,
me.
this is the worst part. This is the whole time her cousin was like there for her, like when bad things were happening
Yeah.
with the guy. She was like, oh, it's fine, this, that, like was kind of helping her,
worry about
and then
it,
the whole
yeah.
time it's her that's causing her this pain. Can I say the scariest thing about this entire thing, and it's what I always feel like whenever I watch these catfishing shows,
Yeah.
is that the person catfishing doesn't go to jail.
I know, and it's so
It's
wild.
not a crime.
Yeah,
Catfishing is not a crime,
but it should be. Like,
and
there
it
needs to
really
be.
should be.
Oh,
There should be
God.
some
there
form of
should
legal
be,
something.
yeah.
The way that you've messed up that person for the rest of
Mentally,
their
yeah.
life is.
But also, there's like an element of identity
Identity
theft there.
theft.
100%. But also, there's got to be with whoever's done the catfishing. That is an arrestable crime purely
Yes.
because there is something wrong with you
Psychologically.
mentally to
You
want
should-
to harm somebody.
Even
in
if
that
it's
way.
not jail, it's like you should probably go
need
into a special
rehabilitation.
place,
Yeah.
like,
Absolutely.
just to
Wild.
get you on track because you're unsafe.
It's unreal that happened to her.
But I really do recommend watching that.
So good.
Another sort of like real life documentary style thing that I watched at the weekend, and it's not a light watch, but it's called My Wife, My Abuser. Have you guys seen that?
No.
It's quite deep, but I think they've released it specifically this month, obviously, because it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and it's all about this man who's basically abused by his wife for it's like a 10-year span, and he actually starts videoing the abuse, and that's the way that she gets caught and goes to jail. But it is just the most, like, it's such a heartbreaking thing. A lot of it's done in front of their kids, but I think it's a really important watch because I think men's mental health obviously is not spoken about as much.
I think especially in the home, people don't think that when it comes to domestic violence.
Yeah. And the thing that the security, because it's basically a lot of it's also filmed on the security guard's body cam. So the way it's pieced together, you see a lot of it, of like from start to finish. Yeah. And the thing that they keep seeing is like, oh, we walked into this house and we were just like, are we in the right place? Like, they were a really well-off family. Like, they looked like everything was like,
fine.
peachy, like fine. And obviously there's a lot of darkness and things going on. And this just proves that like, you never know what's going on behind closed doors. I think it's, again, a really sad watch, trigger warnings.
But important.
But an important
one.
Yeah. Also on the note of that, it's also Movember, obviously. And actually, it's really interesting because I always thought like Movember was just like about growing a moustache and, raising money. But if you're a woman, you're not going to do that. There are so many ways that you can also raise money and support. For example, at SL, Eloise is pushing this really great initiative where everyone's doing steps.
So as part of the ShareLux team, we are all going to try and reach 2,000 kilometres. And for all of our steps, we're going to be having donations. We're going to be getting donations left, right and centre. And it's all being donated to Movember, which is obviously to prevent men's suicide.
Yeah.
So important.
So we'll put the link in the bio as well if anyone else wants to get involved and join. It's a really, easy way, but a great way to get involved. So
we have a target of 1,000 to raise, and I think we can absolutely
We can definitely be smashing that, guys.
100%
Absolutely.
So good. Yeah. I, as a Punjabi girl, could also absolutely grow a moustache.
And
when you were saying, it's obviously because
we're counting on you to do that.
When
now.
you were like, obviously, if you're not a girl, you're not going to do that. I thought I could absolutely grow a moustache. Actually,
Saroop's going to be growing a moustache for November.
I've been watching Agatha all along. Have you guys seen this?
No.
Okay, you guys aren't Marvel girls, are you?
Oh. No, I am for the OG Marvel bits.
Fine.
And a little bit of DC every now and then. But no, what is this?
So, Scarlet Witch, as in Elizabeth Olsen's character in Marvel. So they did WandaVision, which is Wanda, Scarlet Witch, whatever. Yeah. This is just after WandaVision.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Basically, at the end of WandaVision, you kind of realise who the villain was all along. She's like, and it's Agatha. And so now she's got her own TV show. And
I'm so going to watch this.
And it's all about witches and like...
Love that.
Oh, it's so good.
Is it on Disney?
Yes, it's Disney.
Oh, great.
It came at a really good time because it was all kind of coming up to like Halloween, and the finale was a 2-episode finale on Halloween. Joe Locke from Heartstopper is in it, and he's like quite a main character, and he is brilliant in it. Aubrey Plaza from like Parks and Recreation, you know her?
Yes,
the one with like just a deadpan face. Like she's hilarious. Okay. She's also in White Lotus. You will definitely know her. Okay, she's so good in it. Yeah, it's a great show. And
I did not have you for a Marvel girl.
Oh,
that's so interesting.
I'm such a Marvel girl. I'm like, oh my God, the lore, like every little, I love it.
Do you want to know a secret?
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah.
So like my thing growing up, I don't know why, this is a really toxic trait, I don't do it anymore, but between my family, I used to always spoil the endings of things. Me and my best friend used to. So like, do you remember the iconic book, The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Night? I remember someone at school was reading, he was like our friend, so it was fine. And I remember me and my best friend spoiling it for him. And then when it came to Endgame, I remember the day that it went to, like, that it was in cinema, I didn't even watch it. I found out who died in it, and I remember calling Jane being like, blah, blah, blah. I'd be like, guess who dies in Endgame? I know, it sounds really toxic, but it was like funny at the time. Like it was all in like lightheartedness.
Karma.
But that
bad
was my
karma.
thing.
You've got to do some good karma just to like.
Oh yeah, guys, we don't do it anymore. But like, listen, it's a good anecdote now when I tell people. So
yeah, it's actually not that long ago though.
it's okay when you first
in the past.
I invented myself.
It was last week.
Fine.
But yeah, I highly recommend watching that. Are you guys watching anything?
One thing I'm very excited to watch, guys. Have you seen the I'm a Celeb lineup? I knew more people than my dad, and that's. Do you remember I'm a Celeb? Everybody used to be like, "Who are these people?"
Honestly, the last 2 years I've been doing that.
Right. Starting strong, Colleen Rooney.
Okay.
Yeah, so good. Remember the whole
gonna bring
Agatha
the
Christie?
goth.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. She was so good on Agatha Christie. Like the storytelling. Oh god, it's gonna be good. Alan Halsall, you don't know him, but he's Tyrone Tyrone Hobbs and Corrie. We love a Corrie star.
Oh, I've never
Okay,
watched
yeah,
that.
classic.
Fine,
Okay,
fine.
that's
Never
fine.
seen Corey, but yeah.
Melvin O'Doom, CBBC icon. We grew up with him.
Oh, I recognise him.
Yeah, the fact he's on Radio 1, like BBC. Yeah,
I recognise him.
The fact that we
Lovely.
have people that we used to go like, I used to wake up early on a Saturday morning for CBBC, and like now they're on I'm a
that.
Celeb. Like
Right, who
now I know
else?
how our parents felt when I'm a Celeb. Lineup. They were like, woo. Okay, so he's on it. Maura Higgins.
Oh, my God.
So do you know what I
good.
think of multiple times a day? If somebody does something and go, oh, like, why'd you do? All I think is, why'd you ask her that? That's all I think of multiple times a day.
She's going to
when
get in
Maura
so
said
many
that.
arguments.
Like,
She's so iconic.
hilarious.
She's got such good one-liners.
GK Baza.
Yeah, yeah,
Do
GK Barry.
find
Big
her
up, big
hilarious.
up.
Barry McEwen. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly,
he do?
but
I'm sure.
he's a former boxer. So we
Okay.
always have an athlete in
Always
there.
have
Okay,
an
nice.
athlete.
It's good.
Icon Talisa.
Oh,
I know.
there's some
N-Dubs
good girls
icon.
on here.
Yeah.
Good girls.
So Talisa's going to come in and probably like spill a lot of beans, a lot of tea
Yeah,
on
I
where
feel
she's
like
been.
it will be
Dean
loud.
McCull, he is a BBC Radio 1 presenter from
Nice.
the Early Breakfast Show, which we also are a big fan of.
Lovely.
Oh, Jane Moore, I know her. She's from Loose Women. So she's going to have a great
Oh.
chat. Strictly Icon, Oti Mabuse. She's
Yeah,
amazing.
no, I love her.
Love her.
Every time she had a partner, I wanted them to win.
Yeah. She's just hilarious. And a judge. As a
It
judge,
just is,
sorry.
yeah,
she's
brill.
so good. Danny Jones. Oh, from McFly. Danny
yes,
Jones.
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh,
I
the
know.
McFly boys are popping up.
I
here.
know,
They really
right?
are.
So that's who we've got confirmed. It was going to be Tommy Fury, but he's pulled out. Guys, as a lineup, I think that's so good. I love I'm a Celeb. It's such a Christmassy, like, it's weird because obviously it's the opposite, but it's always like festive here. And it's like,
Yeah.
forces you to sit down, everyone's watching it. Love it.
So let's move on to horoscopes. I have got ours. Saroop and I are Libras.
Yeah,
So
strong
we've
I've
got
never
similar
done my
one.
horoscope before.
Have you ever?
What?
No.
I know what mine is
Okay.
like generically in life with scales, so we're like well balanced, but I don't look at it like how regularly do
I
you
don't
do
understand
horoscopes?
it.
I mean, I don't know all about the stars and the moons that people are on about.
I mean, neither, to be honest. I just like to read like monthly and weekly. So
Okay.
it kind of tells you like
weekly is
Yeah.
quite. Woo.
I don't read it every week.
But
Are you
I
like, I'm
love-
going to have a good week this week, let me check.
Have you seen Ariana Grande's latest interview where she was doing a lie detector test
Okay.
with they were as the witches they were
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
like, and she says, oh, the lie detector lady says, did you look up your compatibility beforehand? She goes, no, and then the woman goes, that's a lie, and she goes, well, I did look up her sign, but I wasn't checking our compatibility. But obviously,
It's a big thing,
why would
though,
you check
isn't it,
the
that
sign?
people do it?
And it was
Yeah.
really funny because I don't do horoscopes.
No, I
don't
don't
understand
really-
it.
I don't really
but
know a lot, but
it
it's
was
a big
really
thing.
funny.
I feel
Love
like
that.
it's something I want to know more about. Like I like horoscopes. I like the idea of reading your sign, but I don't understand like the sun rising and the moon and the. I want to
would
understand.
like to know the
and to be fair,
science.
I've
Yeah.
never really thought like it has like I'm like the moon, like the sun, like she's her own thing. Like I've got nothing, like she doesn't affect my life. But then
Yeah.
came in one day and I was like, guys, I hardly slept last night, and I've not had a bad night's sleep
that
since
your
like
horoscope?
1999, which is when I was born, because just sleep like a log every night. Then everyone was like, it was
Mercury retrograde.
yeah.
that be a coincidence?
That really,
I don't
really
think so.
does affect me though, because honestly, there are like periods of time where every single thing, like technologically, goes wrong for me, and it's always when Mercury's in retrograde.
See, mine is just sleep. I was like, why did I not sleep? Like
It
I
affects
ignore it,
different
I'm
people in
fine.
different ways, but
Yeah.
I am quite
When
spiritual.
you're saying technologically,
what
do you mean? Like
my phone, like logging
Oh,
into
so it actually was
things,
that
like
sort
my
of thing.
computer, my TV, like random things will
Wow.
stop working or not be working or not let me log
wild.
in just a small period of time, and it's always when
that's wild. I feel like mine is more mood, but that's crazy.
it affects some people. It's just the way that like the energy
Yeah,
from
no, I fully, but like I
whatever.
do
Yeah.
fully think now that there is there's something going on there.
If you whatever you tell me, I will make happen. Though is the problem.
yeah, it's manifestation,
I
right?
see, yes.
So like,
So
I
like,
can
if
get
you
that.
say you're gonna have a bad day tomorrow, I'm gonna stay in bed and have a bad day.
It's true, but no,
Listen,
don't worry.
no, because staying in bed
I
isn't always a
will-
bad day. It's a mental health day, which is a good
I
thing.
will.
So there you go.
I will just ruin everything.
Well, we're going to read ours first, and I'll find yours.
Yeah.
So, the week ahead for Libra. Your birthday season always brings a fresh sense of optimism.
birthday, happy
but this
birthday.
oh no, there's a but.
Oh God, when
But
there's a
this-
but.
Oh no, but this year it's deeper than ever.
Oh.
This week's eclipse is all about realigning your body and soul and rethinking of how you're going to take care of yourself. That's nice. It's time to reset your priorities and elevate your self-care to a whole new level. Okay, for a personal level, oh god, this is getting spicy. When was the last time that the two of you did something crazy together?
You two.
Wait, how does it know that there's two? Oh no, it's not
I
like
think
you and a
it
spouse.
It means you and a
That's
spouse.
kind
But
of
it's
weird
gonna be
though, that
you
we are
two.
both here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Something wild. With Venus sending you good energy, it's a great time to plan something together that will get your blood flowing.
Oh.
Your blood
Okay,
flowing.
no, without this being TMI, that is really weird because I quickly looked at my phone and basically we're just going out this Friday just for somebody's birthday.
Yeah.
But because it's a really late one, it's like, trekking back home is like such a journey in London. I
Yeah.
hate it. And like, weirdly, this hotel company reached out and I was like, you know what? This Friday might actually be
this Friday's
So like
gonna
now
be a
I'm
good
like,
one.
wow, I've actually booked
That's
the
spooky.
hotel for Friday. And I'm like, oh my God, maybe this was meant to be.
Okay.
Wild.
And then for career and money, it says,
Great.
oh
gonna be
God, I
rich.
don't want to hear
You're going to be in a
this.
new podcast space.
Don't read it out unless it's positive.
It says you should be a little more careful on what you spend your money on. Too late.
Feel a little personally attacked by that.
It really isn't the time to spend your hard-earned money on luxury items. Right, too late.
Really?
Oh well.
That's,
Yeah, me and Sat both had a little bit of a splurge
Yeah, we
recently,
did.
so that's probably not great.
Maybe
wait.
because you did that though. Now you
Now
have
that
to
it's
be
now
like,
it's
yeah,
time.
time in the purse
Yeah, this
string.
is this week.
I did go out and get a coffee today.
Wait, so what do you, Emily? Aquarius.
Aquarius.
Strength is the word that defines you today. High spirits can ensure you pick up the rewards. Be more open to others, but don't let your guard down all the way.
Oh, I hate how
This is a
conflicting
day
that
that will flow in your favour from start to finish.
Oh, that was very poetic, wasn't it?
Okay. When it comes to career and money, change the way you look at your financial status. You'll see growth that boosts your confidence. Invest in time and energy in your dreams. Dreams that are postponed for some time now. There's one on emotions. I want to read this to you. It's nice. Your heart will guide you towards the right direction. Today is the perfect day to express yourself. Your communication skills will help you achieve your goals.
You've expressed yourself here.
I've expressed myself.
How are we feeling about our horoscopes?
Good. It feels quite, positive. I do think that I've never read a horoscope that's been negative. Like, I
Yeah.
don't think they are there to
No,
like, be
no,
like,
no.
don't walk the street of whatever. I think it's like, just like how to go about your life in a
Yeah.
positive way. But that's a really nice way to finish. Thank you guys so much for being here in our new set, the first
you.
episode of New Set.
So
and we will see
nice.
you all very soon. Make sure that you subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts and like and share. And we will see you very soon.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.